and then Lycan.
Yeah.
And they need the flat cannon.
Well, that makes sense. I could see that being a thing. But
and this kind of dissuades you a little bit.
but where's it going?
This is a Visage mid. The gyro. Sampling?
Yeah, that's what I would think so as well. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Rubik gyro, classic.
Yeah, it is pretty classic. Yeah.
Nice Arc and then just roam around, do his thing.
It could work out.
Probably just need an offlaner.
I'm a little concerned about their pushing again because this is sort of what happened in that game earlier. Like they had like Necro, Quap, Bloodseeker, Nightstalker, Rubik, which is pretty similar to their draft right now. And then TNC has like Visage Familiars and Lycan Wolves and Lycan in general. So
you need to watch out for a potential Brood. That might be what TNC are considering right now. But with the gyrocopter, that does make it pretty friggin' risky. So,
and it's more push at the very least for TNC in the DK. Which
the power of Lycan Brood is just so disgusting, though.
Yeah,
so it always scares me a little. But if you're willing to go for the gyrocopter, it's another good safety mechanism. And yeah, as you said, the push there from the mid lane, so that puts our Visage likely in the 5 role.
Yep.
And we're looking for 2 offlaners to round out our draft.
This will be interesting. Although I should point out, Samage played the Visage earlier. I don't think that. I guess it could happen. Yeah, he did according to this. So
yeah, if he likes it, that's cool.
And then we'll have a 5 position here then, if that's the case.
Could go either way, I'm sure.
What do you grab here then for the 5? They had Dazzle last time with the Earthshaker roaming, but who knows if that'll be the case.
I would prefer to see like an Underlord or a Tide Hunter personally. I feel like those would be stronger heroes. I'd rather just have the 5 Visage. But
5 seconds remaining.
I'm sure either of those are fine situations, to be honest. But they have plenty of time, 1 minute and 30 seconds to think about this and see, okay, are we going with the support Visage or are we going with the offlane?
Dazzle Shaman maybe if it's 5?
Hey, there it is.
They will Dazzle.
They did it again.
So. And you said they won the game, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
They're just they're sticking with what works, I guess.
The only different hero in this game is Cuckoo was playing the Lina. This time it's going to be the DK. And it wasn't like the Lina was banned out, so that's interesting.
There's some decent axe value this game, honestly. With Dazzle, Visage, Lycan. Quite a few different heroes you can grab up.
I will say that the game that Execration, they did lose that game earlier, but it was in a 59-minute, series. Rather game, I should say, game 3. Game 2, I guess, was trying to figure out how this was, but it was a best of 2, it looks like. So
that was that game we were watching right before our very first season of the day,
exactly.
Right?
Yep. And Execration did lose that series. They lost to Fnatic earlier. They're up 1-0 against TNC right now. So a pick here, a crucial pick here, I should say.
Yeah, I don't really like the Darkseer. I wouldn't mind if they went for one of those big team fighters like Tide or even just the Underlord Root or something. But I don't know. I'm kind of digging the axe, but a little bit of a dead hero, so I don't know how comfortable they're going to be running it.
Man, they got real close to that. It's the Enchantress instead, which is not that big team fighter. They do have some team fight already, but that right-click potential from the Enchantress is pretty ridiculous. So we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, I guess they're not too worried about it because they need to be just more concerned about the quick push that can be coming in here from TNC. I know it took them a while last time to end it, but man, this is a fast-looking draft.
It is very fast-looking. So much so that it is very disconcerting for Execration. There are ways that they can get around it. There are ways they can prolong this game, but they got to get off to a fast start, and we'll see if that's going to be the case. So it sounds like you're worried for Execration and TNC with how fast TNC's draft is. And this could easily swing into a 1-1 and go to a third game here, it looks like.
Yeah, it's hard to judge, especially with the gyrocopter.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
A lot of it's going to depend on Nightstalker's early rotations, how well he does pairing up with the Enchantress. This kind of used to be a little bit of a duo that people would run, like when we did Enchantress Slardar, Enchantress Batrider, Enchantress Nightstalker, that kind of thing.
Right.
So, works pretty well on the when you're Radiant off lane. Dire off lane, it's also okay. Maybe they'll block the camps up. We'll have to see if they take any measures up against Bimbo here on his Enchantress.
It's going to be interesting for sure. We have a bit more of a normalized draft for TNC this time. Sims is not playing the core, unfortunately for him. At least not yet. Maybe it changes.
Yeah.
We said the same thing last game, right? I suppose. Japan.
Japan.
Dude, I've drank at least a cup and a half of water per game so far this evening.
That's good. Water's healthy.
Well, it's good to a certain extent. I'm wondering if I'm getting to that water toxicity levels or things. I doubt it. It's pretty hard to hit. It's a pretty hard milestone to hit, but at this point, I'm just doing it because my voice, it's been a while since I've cast for this long at this late of an hour, so my voice is not used to it. You could kind of hear the graveliness in the voice that's not supposed to be there, so I'm trying to keep my throat hydrated as possible. And it's working to a certain extent, but it's a lot of water. But it's definitely good for you, so we'll see how this turns out in this game.
Thanks for the update, Mott.
You're welcome. That's what I'm
Your
here
health
for.
is a great concern.
I know. I'm sure chat really was a very they cared a lot.
Yeah, I can tell. They might not be hoping for the same outcomes as you in regards to your health, but that's what can I say? It's just Twitch chat, you know. That's just how it goes.
That was morbid.
Lumic flaming his drafter right now. New meta. No, it's just we got the chat wheels going.
I mean,
it's
at some
easy.
point you got to be like, well, we lost against this comp, so maybe there's that thought process. But I think it's probably you're right. He's
Distinctly
just
not a
joking.
new meta. You've seen this.
Yeah, we've seen this before.
30 seconds
Old
to
meta.
battle.
Should be a chat wheel phrase.
So how about we talked about old combos today, right? We had Bane, Mirana,
Yes.
Lycan, Dazzle. No longer a cool combo like it used to be.
No.
You used to get the wolves up, they'd sit under someone, shadow wave them, you're like, haha!
Gotcha.
And it does a bunch of damage, but now no one gets wolves early.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore, really. Look at this, though. Fish are coming out. They've actually blocked off Lumic, but RR is, he's caught in the cage. Lumic could have gone for a lift. That's the dangerous thing, so they didn't go too far towards that Fisher wall. So I suppose TNC just wanted to make sure they could get the runes for themselves. So far, so good.
Easy. And they did go for a deep block here
We're at.
on the
Ooh.
Enchantress camp.
Yeah, you were not wrong. They went for it.
The classic play.
Let's see how this
They
lane
might
turns
even
out.
consider standing and blocking this camp. Honestly, it depends on what Dazzle's going to be doing. If Dazzle's not, I thought Dazzle might be going top to like help out a lot with the Visage, and ideally that Lycan's just in a 1v1 down here. But oh, did they mean to block it? Because they just blocked it. Yeah, maybe they are intentionally
I
blocking
think
it.
they're intentionally blocking it.
Yeah, for this one. Well, they're not. They're unblocking
This
small
one,
camps.
yeah, this
Now
one's
I'm
getting
confused.
unblocked. I don't know
Maybe
what's
they
going
didn't
on.
mean to block this one.
Some crazy shenanigans is going on, and I'm not sure what it is, but there is something, in fact, going on. But we'll keep our eyes peeled on that bottom lane. The Enchantress has already gotten a creep. It's an Alpha Wolf.
Yeah,
It's already
okay.
super low
No.
HP.
They are blocking on purpose. All right, I'm not crazy. So he just wants to keep the small camp for himself, but don't let Enchantress come into the hard camp there.
Yeah, this could be kind of tough for her. Raging Potato. Meanwhile, mid lane, they're looking to have a go here onto Young Cuckoo, who will get away. RR not in range of a void yet. And they will throw it up, though, and maybe perhaps staying a little bit too long, is Young Cuckoo. He is forced to salve Cartman. In the meantime, he's got his own. He's going to take it out of his backpack. Fisher will come through. They have the blink, though. Another void coming out onto Young Cuckoo. And Tim's just kind of forced to run up and do some harassment, but nothing doing there. Just some more harass coming in. From Execration.
Yeah, this sucks for Enchantress. She's pulled all the way back in the jungle. There's the farm up using her Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, this is rough.
Some little satyrs. Not a good time.
I mean, do you just at some point do you end up going to the other jungle and just saying screw it, or
No, I think you just get enough levels that you can sit in lane with Untouchable and Nature's Attendants if you have to.
seems not fun?
Not particularly enjoyable, no. Invis Rune now as well here for our Shaker.
Are they looking
Gonna go
for
use it to
top
steal some experience.
Nice little. Oh, you're gonna get the elite wolf, hey, or the giant wolf, not the elite wolf. I don't
Oh,
know
the
why I called it
courier,
that.
Tim's.
That would be
Oh,
much
can he
better.
Get it with the brown boots.
He does not have enchant totem. He cannot go for it.
No.
He has to veer off at this point.
I thought he might try the Fisher block, but
That would have been nice.
seen a couple people, but then it didn't work last time.
Unfortunate that doesn't go. Ooh, the Satyr Mind Stealer with a mana burn. Raven's now low on mana. He did go for the wolves, by the way. Level 2 wolves
Oh,
already.
so low mid. Just had a Fairy Fire to live. Sorry, Mango and use the Breathe
and
Fire.
now he's got the bottle. It's up and ready. Still,
And 2 points Dragon Blood makes that gank very punishing.
yeah.
7.5 natural regen, bringing him back up. Oh, Sentry misses. just barely on the left-hand side there, the mid lane.
Oof. Oh, man. That is rough. That's a huge ward for them, too, for Execration. They're getting a lot of damage coming from the low ground, from Cartman and from the RR Night Stalker, who's moving down towards bottom.
Pretty quiet, eh?
Yeah, not much has been going on. I wanted to talk about this because the Visage is something that I think is pretty new in terms of the offlane.
Yep.
I don't know what your take on it is, what it can
It's
provide.
definitely strong if you have an offlane player that wants to play it into the mid game. I think that's the only thing that's the limiting factor, is just having someone who, wants to play it for the rest of the game. The laning phase is fine. Blah, blah, blah. Grave Chill is quite useful, Mott.
Yeah.
You steal move speed, attack speed. Look at this. He just zoom. He's out of there.
See you later.
Very useful. And if it's a 1v1 situation where you're just up against the Rubik, you can be just taking his attack speed, using it against him. Pretty handy.
Obviously an interesting build. No soul assumption, which is unusual for Visage at this point in the game, if you're, of course, a support. Ooh, nice deny from Sam H there on the batting rune. Lumik's not going to get his extra gold.
I also find a arcane rune for the Night Stalker. But Queen, no bottle quite yet with the double nulls, so she won't be able to abuse it. And bottle's just on its way now.
Carmen's still doing pretty well. It's pretty close in this mid lane. The level advantage is going slightly in his favor. Just a bit. And then in the meantime, Raging Potatoes finally found the will to stay in the bottom lane and not really worry too much, it looks like. There's also good farm going for the Gyrocopter across the map as well, compared to the 5 of the CMH Visage. There's the 19 of the Enchantress. Of course, some of those in the jungle, but still not bad for Raging Potato in comparison.
Yeah, she's giving herself a chance at aggression here with the level 2 in the enchant as well. Upping that slow duration. Help enable her Night Stalker for a potential kill.
Yeah, he thought about it. He'll run into 1437. The Void will come out. And still another minute before the rune spawns. Still a lot of damage to be done, though. Not even turning around to use Poison Touch. The Courier runs right on through, kind of baiting RR into Tim's, but he won't go any further, playing it smart, not turning his attention towards that Courier. And he also dropped a ward in the meantime as he was running in that direction, over towards this Tier 1 tower bottom.
Quinn Payne's about to get 6, though. This is the moment where they probably want to try and strike mid. Just one creep away. And now he has it, but his mana's a little bit low.
This is dangerous.
He has enough for the combo, but no blink on top of it, so.
And Cuckoo might get jumped on here. Tim's is nearby with a Fisher. Will hit it up. Can they still go for this? The jump in, Scream of Pain. There's the Shadow Strike. Dragon Tail to come through. He doesn't have the combo. He does have wand charges, but still pretty tough. They might just turn on Tim's instead. Sonic Wave comes through. They'll find First Blood. And Cuckoo is about to get dropped. Can they get this kill? The Shrine comes out. And now the Dragon Tail. He just got there in time. Oh. He was close. Little did he know. Had he gone a bit further, maybe he could catch up to that Dragon Knight. Meanwhile, Sam H is getting caught. But again, he's so speedy. Grave Chill still, though. Rocket Barrage should be enough. Gabby's able to get in there, find the kill, and salve up in the meantime. So a couple of quick kills coming in from Execration across the map to find a nice little lead here at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's about time to start building up those stacks, perhaps. And looks like that's what Night Stalker might be able to do with this one. Not sure how long he's got left. 45 seconds. Yep. So he can stack Ancients with that. He's got the other one. Look at him. He is on the ball.
Is he doing it? I'm checking this kill first before.
Oh, don't worry.
He did it.
It's not going to be till the minute mark, but he's got the illusions ready to go.
He does. Okay. Elder Dragon form will come out. That gank will not be successful. In the meantime, 1437 looking for a grave or something. His Shadow Wave will come through. Might be enough. Now deep in his RR. The stick charges. He'll try to fly away. Won't be able to make it out. And 1437 rotating at the perfect time.
Man.
Oh.
Been so close. Both times now on that Night Stalker. But gives him plenty of space to do his stack. Doesn't get the bottom one.
Oh, no.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Wow.
All right, unsuccessful.
So he didn't get either of them is what you're telling me?
I don't know. I don't think he. Maybe this one was. I think this one was already stacked. Maybe it wasn't. I'm wrong, but.
Unfortunate.
Gabby up top.
Turned away for half a moment there, but they get the kill. Lumic with the telekinesis, followed up with a rocket barrage, which was used twice. And a pretty fast start. I guess you would expect that out of this dual lane. It's pretty aggressive. And against a, I know you're pretty speedy with Visage, but not that speedy.
No, not once the phase boots come out. There's certainly some problems with the offlane Visage. Can't really jungle or anything like that. He's not getting any help. I really thought there was gonna be more assistance from the Dazzle coming that top lane. Like I figured that was kind of the point of having someone like Lycan who's so self-sufficient once he gets the points up in the Feral Impulse. But instead, when you're talking about how he doesn't build wolves, It's like Raven built into the wolves.
Just to spite you.
Yes, and to maybe try and get the dazzle combo going, but
It didn't work.
it's just so unusual for a Lycan build.
Raven hashtag 21 now out of his lane for a while, and that's the tier 1 tower bottom just gone from Raging Potato. With little to no effort, in fact. He's going to build into a hood, or excuse me, headdress.
Yeah, this game is really good for Enchantress, honestly. There are problems, of course. Visage is notoriously good against Enchantress because she has this very low HP pool, and then Visage just throws that Soul Assumptions on top of you every 4 seconds.
The burst, as it were.
Get pretty scary, but yeah, you just build Hood first. Should be okay. Oh, she's building the Helm first. Ah, okay. I like that too.
She's in.
But she can go Helm into Hood, probably.
We'll see what route she decides to take through the game. There is a 4K net worth advantage for Execration now after taking a giant stack over here. I think it was maybe triple stacked, maybe only double stacked. I'm not sure. But it puts the Gyrocopter up there in terms of net worth. In fact, he's 1,000 more as they are jumping on mid yet again. Cuckoo still alive, and it looks like he will stay alive. And another Grave comes out from 1437, and RR is going to get turned on, and the dive is too deep, and Cuckoo gets a double kill. And all of a sudden, he's real close to working on that armlet. Eesh, that was not great.
I wonder how Lycan's going to build this. Is he going to go Armlet 2? Is he going to go like Mask Armlet style? Is he like are you not doing Necros?
He has no idea.
You didn't do Feral Impulse? I would assume not. Wouldn't want your Necros too early without any points in that. Are Necros even good this game? The mana burn against Queen of Pain is nice because you have somewhat limited stuns. Like you have Fisher and then DK stuns, so you can burn her down pretty fast.
They are trying so hard to kill Cuckoo in like numerous different ways. It's just not. It's not panning out for them.
He's the Viper.
Oh, call
Big green
down.
dragon.
Oh no, he's gonna miss out on the familiar kills. He went a little too early, unfortunately. Another call down.
And the wolves are now up here.
That's frightening.
Come and see what Gabby's up to.
Nah, they want Lumic. I don't know if they can kill Gabby. Maybe they can.
I think it's more of a scouting mission right now, but yeah, they could
that's
definitely
fair.
kill the Rubik.
They're
Unfortunately,
pinging
his
him.
birds just died to a flat cannon.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so there's no kill anymore.
He might run him away from the call down. Didn't do so from the flat cannon, sadly.
Yeah, that's very depressing.
Carmen is putting a lot of effort into harassing down this DK. And now RR is getting scattered by the wolves and will probably die for it. 10 stick charges.
Nice block.
Yeah, I think he's done so. Very good block from the wolves there. A breathe fire, and Cuckoo finds yet another kill. And so they're still a lead for Execration, but again, they're just kind of giving away some money here to some of these heroes. Perhaps, I guess the Night Stalker needs to get that vision, though, so maybe giveaway is the wrong term.
That's 1 minute till nighttime. They're going to take advantage of what's left of the day. Start pushing mid.
And Snare on bottom. Tim's is in trouble. No Fisher. Got to get bombed on by Raging Potato with the impetus.
Yeah, this is his job to hold that tower, too.
Lift,
Trying to
that'll
get
be
some
onto the
gold.
Lycan. They've got the Rocket Barrage. He's pretty speedy. It looks like Raven should be fine. He's getting body blocked by Cuckoo, but yeah, whatever. Needs some way of locking down that Lycan as he's in shapeshift.
Yeah, they can come back and take another go at this tower soon. They all shrine up. We all also have to be watching out for that Roche. They're going to be pretty important in this game. And well, with Raven now all the way up to level 8, his build is pretty open. Could still just go back for the Necros.
It is going to be intriguing to see what he picks up. Curious.
Pretty good Silver Edge game, actually. It's like a fantastic Silver Edge game, so that's probably what Cuckoo will go for after the maybe like Armlet, Shadowblade, BKB Silver Edge.
Yeah, I'm into
If
it.
you Silver Edge the Enchantress or the Gyrocopter, it's going to be really... Or Queen of Pain, honestly. Any of those heroes reducing that overall damage during the fight is so good.
I could see that working out pretty
And
well.
Bimbo is going to find Raven.
Uh-oh.
comboing up.
He's got to go for
There's
the TB,
the
but
net.
the ensnare, the impetus, he backs away even just to get some extra damage, and he throws another bomb. And the Fisher misses from Tim's. Not that he could have done much. His Cartman's nearby. The Wolves
That
are
was pretty
scouting.
flawless from Bimbo.
Dude,
That
he's
was like
on
everything
point.
perfect.
He's done that like 2 or 3 times now, and
Yeah.
he continues to just be ready to go.
Give me some skeletons, man. Where's my push? Let's go.
He's got it
Doesn't
ready.
want to waste the 50 mana or
Yo,
something.
throw that up there. Right,
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, the sound that it makes and
Bimbo's
the animation. Right.
Thank, man, your sound effects are.
I know
on a
they're
whole
on
new
point.
level today.
They're on
Yeah.
point. Oh, there we go.
Tim's is thinking like, can I get enough mana to Echo Slam this? because I am poor.
Dude, he is poor.
I have nothing.
He's got arcanes if he can buy them. Oh,
Mid lane.
Can they get this kill this time? Armlet coming out. He is so tanky. Sonic Wave, Armlet toggle. Rocket Barrage makes it a lot harder, and there's just nobody there. I mean, if 1437 is there, maybe a moment earlier.
Getting scarily close
Yeah.
to Armlet toggle. It's living, though. Like, that was...
I was thinking to myself, there's no way this should happen the first time it happened, and then, well, maybe the second time it was close, but rather would have been close. Anyway, here comes Bimbo again. 1437 is going to get enchanted. He will get jumped on. He does get off the grave. He doesn't have a TP scroll, though, so he's dead or denied, one of the two. And it's the former.
You did your best.
So, 7K net worth lead, man, for Execration, seemingly out of nowhere.
Bimbo's just destroying. He crushed that bottom lane, pushed down the tower, took over their whole jungle, denied with that whole area for them to farm on the Radiant. Visage got pooped on top, bird poop.
Exactly. That's where the majority of the difference comes from. Is Sam H is at 3K to Bimbo 6.2K. So that's 3K net worth just right there alone. And they might get this tower. There is going to be a glyph. They are all rotating up here. There's no vision coming in from TNC. Cartman will jump in. The birds are still going to work. They might get this tower. One more auto attack. The deny comes through. That's pretty disheartening. They will have a good drop from the familiars. They get the void, though, and that will stop the TP from the Visage. So it looks like he will die again. Lumic will have a lift if they can get to him.
They're just pinging mid, like, go, quick,
Yeah.
get the tower while I'm dying.
In the meantime, bottom's getting pushed, though. So even when you trade, it's not a good trade.
No. No, it is not. And Gyro's just been free. He's got Dragonlance, he's got
I'm
Yasha.
free.
As a bird. Bimbo,
Uh-oh.
not so free now.
They
This will
brought
be a-
help this time.
The body blocks, they can't get through.
Yeah, but they
Fisher's still
echo
blocking
him.
them off.
He's actually so
Oh,
fast.
the
The nature's
tomato
tenants.
block.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Dude, he just put the tomato there. They couldn't get in. That was sick.
Bimbo, that was
Bimbo.
impressive to watch.
I mean, to be fair, Tibbs kind of set him up with the Fisher, but still.
Listen, dude, don't take away from Bimbo's accomplishments this game.
It's actually, like, whenever you watch Enchantress or any hero that has a bunch of buttons, like Invoker or something like that, there's always, like, some sort of a play that happens where, like, you can go back and watch it and be like, oh, well, if you had moved this exact moment, like, if you had 10 hands on the keyboard, this could have gone better. That pretty much hasn't been this game for Bimbo.
10
Every single
hands.
time, it's like every single key is being pressed, like, the second it
The
needs
perfect
to be.
way it needs to be pressed.
Somehow he's casting, like, 4 spells at once.
He's Enchantress.
He's in the Matrix right now, I think.
I think so, yeah. He is the one. Raven, #21, probably not the one, as they will get the Centaur
He's the
Conqueror
dead
Stomp. That's very true.
And that's a medallion, so they can start getting into that Roshan nice and early.
We talked about a fast lineup from TNC. I don't know what happened to that, but the fast lineup is now on Execration.
Enchantress.
Yeah, I guess it really was the last pick Enchantress, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Gyro's always been a hero that can go nice and speedy. He also has a little bit of D push.
Speedy. He has SMY already with Dragonlance. I think you just mentioned this, but it's still pretty impressive
Yes.
to me.
Very fast.
What else? Cartman.
Is that Dazzle dead top?
No, he's gonna
No,
live.
he's no
He
Yules.
had a TP. Yeah, Cartman's not quite there yet. Maybe with an Orchid earlier, he can get it, but no. Look at the aggression from Execration. There's 2 heroes, and it's Raging Potato and a Rubik. And they're in the enemy jungle, just sitting themselves here and taking it over, which does a great deal for starving out the enemy team. Because you need a lot of farm here. Bottom's being pushed in heavily. You luckily have top to work with. This kind of sort of... This is pretty much the map they've got right now. That's
Yeah.
the line they've got.
Like, they're smoking trying to find someone that's not Night Stalker, and there's that Enchantress again, but
Hey, she's
they
gone.
don't really have an initiation.
They need
She's too
Fisher.
far away.
They don't have Blink Dagger on the heroes they need it on, like the Dragon Knight, who will be soon.
They're even blocking the Radiant Ancients off.
Are they really?
They can't even farm those, yeah. The bottom ones are
Bottom
blocked.
ones. Here we go. They'll find the Night Stalker, looks like. He can try to hunter in the
I think
night.
he just flies away.
He might be able to. Breathe Fire. He's so low. Wow, the Shadow Wave was a half second too late. He needs to earn and run. He's fine, it looks like. That is crazy. That is a lot of time wasted.
I thought it was going to be, though.
Yeah. They had the
oh, what did he steal? Oh,
Breathe Fire. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but
Veil, Breathe Fire it up. This is a hefty die that's probably not worth it. They know it. They're going to back up. TP's canceled to the mid lane. I think he just ensnared the Visage as he was TPing. Dude, Bimbo
believe
is
you are
just
correct.
on point now. There is a grave for 1437.
Dude,
He
the
also has a TP. Oh no, the Centaur Conqueror stopped perfectly timed.
The button.
The impetus bombs being dropped by Raging Potato, who is indeed raging.
Dude, he's actually so good at Enchantress. Holy shit.
This is like what the first time I saw Bimbo's Invoker, this was sort of the same reaction I had.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're going through right now.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
Radiant's top
Well,
tower
they're going to let
is
it go
under
this time. No contest.
Radiant's top tower
Good for them because with that invisible Night Stalker there, it's unlikely you win that fight. And now they just prep for Roche in this last tower mid.
tower is under attack.
TNC are on the back foot, to say the very least. I mean, that is an understatement. 13k down. They'll be even more down once the tower is down. As it goes down, it is a 14k. I said down there like 6 times, and
You're
I can't
getting
help
down.
it. Please help. Send help, please. We're getting there, though. 19 minutes and a 14k net worth advantage is pretty ridiculous for Execration. I'm talking pretty ridiculous.
What do you even do in this?
I don't know, but Raven just got an armlet. Like that, we talked about what item he was going to buy a while ago, and he just got armlet.
Wait, that can't be right.
There's, I don't think it's right. There can't be a way that's right.
Yeah. No, that's
How did that
right,
happen?
apparently.
How is that a thing that happened?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, he wasn't able to really farm anywhere.
Yeah, that's
He
it.
died a couple times.
That's
He's got
starvation.
no
thing.
jungle. He's got no ancients.
Dude, this Rubik already is a blink dagger. This game's
And they
rough.
have wolves. Like, these are things that can be scouting and looking around and stuff, and they've been sending them places, and even they aren't enough to keep them alive.
I don't know what the plan is for TNC. Maybe find Bimbo. He's got a lot of gold. He's like a pinata at this point.
Yeah.
This is Streamlayers are going to fly over. He's going to just run. Oh no, my Centaur Conqueror don't die. He's fine. It's 1500 HP. Look at the regen. 11 HP per second for the Centaur. He's healthy. You
Helm of the Dominator for you.
You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Pretty good. So I guess this game, it's less of one of these guys is rolling out of control, more of Execration just kind of have full control over their cores in this game as it stands now. The crazy thing, there is a Blink Dagger on Lumic, and still the Night Stalker is more rich than him. He has a Solar Crest and an Urn. And RR is, well, that is a pretty good trade, actually. He got a little too careless, perhaps, on the Night Stalker side. Got a little bit too aggressive, and will find himself out of position and dead in the dirt.
Yeah, it's probably about time they just figure out Roche the Dire.
Yeah, I
Solar
would
Crest.
say.
But they might be waiting for a BKB on the Gyrocopter, which is still a ways away. Because they want to use the most of this time on the Aegis as possible to go high ground. So, Ancient Stack just completed. Nicely done by the Dire. And now Gabby's about to get a lot of gold. Flat cannons away through all of these creeps. Kind of stuff that's going to get him into that BKB and into the Roche pit.
A little bit away from the BKB. He'll get there soon, though.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Enchantress continues to pressure mid. Raging Potato's one job has been to essentially keep this jungle, I guess, owned by him.
He walled this whole section off. There ain't have been in there once on like a
It's true.
5-man expedition.
I completely forgot about this entire bottom right-hand side of the map. Like,
Yeah.
it's
just
kind
been
of impressive to
completely
think
killed
about.
off. That's why he's so poor on Raven.
Yeah, that definitely is one of the reasons.
That's so Raven.
It
He's
is so
so
Raven. Hashtag 21.
All right.
The amount of dollars he has in this game.
They are unable to do any sneaky plays as the wolves are in the pit.
Dude, like, Raven is building full survival / I need to flash farm mode with a Mask of Madness. Makes sense.
The frustrating part is that even like he has a Dragon Lance, Enchantress has a Dragon Lance, so we have this Blink Dagger on the Shaker, but with the space they can create for themselves while attacking these structures, it's still going to be hard for Shaker to initiate because he's the only AoE. Like, the birds shouldn't get in there, theoretically. They'll probably need a secondary spawn to make any use of them.
Flat
with the
cannon will take them out pretty quickly. I agree
And
with
now you
you.
get the catapult rolling through as well.
BKB is still, I think it's flying out as we speak for Gabby, and then Lumix stole Weave, which never a good sign.
Yeah, it's a great steal.
The Wolves
The
trying
wolves
to
are
scout.
scouting at the very least, yeah, so they can kind of help Tim's, and he's lining up for it. He's thinking, but they
Wow,
they
that
need to
was
kill the
sick.
stages
Did you
first.
see that? I am 1437 is lucky he did not die there. The slide forward came through onto the Centaur, and then the stomp fall. The other direction, and the tier 3 is gone, and now you don't have to really rush this if you're Execration. Oh, Gabby is still, he wants to get in there. Needs to be a little careful. There's the Echo Slam. They'll find it onto 2. Telekinesis instantly after. Silenced up. Drop down. They're going to lose the Aegis. They might lose Bimbo. 4 staffed away. He'll survive the Soul Assumption. The heal is there. He's still alive. The Aegis is gone, and the birds are now getting chucked down. Sam H doesn't have another summon. Gabby is back up. They don't have any creeps in the base, luckily enough for this Radiant team, but they will lose another bird. Here comes Young Cuckoo. Gabby might be in trouble. The Orchid comes out just in time. Same H trying to man up here, not able to really do so. Call down coming in, covering them, pushing into this building. Range Rax in trouble. Should get dropped down. Spell stolen. Fate Bolt comes out. Jump through. Sonic Wave. Great grave from 1437. The perfect time to be there. But again, they're going to get pushed back, and this Rax will fall. Execration. They strike first blood in terms of their Rax and make sure they can get even closer to moving on and facing up against Fnatic in the next series tomorrow.
Gotta make it that semifinal. Gotta get yourself to the Dota Pit Minor. 22,000 gold lead at 24.5 minutes. Very bad signs here for TNC, but they don't have a choice.
I mean,
They gotta get out there.
I don't know. Japan? I don't know.
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
I'm not
Tough.
sure.
Tough game.
You are not wrong about that, my friend.
Tough game, yeah.
It's been 2-0s all across the board today.
Yeah, it's been 2.
That's the way she goes, though. As the lift comes out, the dust is there. The rocket rush to
Oh,
fall.
that's a big kill.
The homing missile will come through. Can they get it? The Fisher slows them down. Pops the BKB. Cuckoo can. Any armlet toggle this time. It's going to be tough. Can't get there. 1437, a moment away from getting off a grave. TNC have been eliminated from the Dota Pit Minor SEA qualifiers here. The first team to do so. Only 3 teams remain. Execration will be facing off against Fnatic tomorrow. Winner of that series will be facing off against Mineski in a best-of-5 grand final here for the SEA qualifiers. So, very fast pace so far in terms of the tournament, the schedule, and the teams and how they've been playing, Trent.
Yeah, that was a weird start to this game. It felt like the Radiant supports just didn't do anything. I don't know what the hero, like, it was difficult for them to have an impact on any of the lanes.
Yep.
Shaker can't really go anywhere impactful. Enchantress is, like, too tanky and frustrating to fight early. So Dazzle just, like, was bottom dewarded and then ran around. Didn't help Visage.
I mean, he graved Raven once or twice, but yeah,
there were some nice saves mid for Cuckoo too, but it was just like
But it's
still a
defensive
DK
thing.
versus a Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
It's just
You're not really
Yeah.
making that. You're not getting the gang story that you would like.
And then you compare it to the Rubik, which just guaranteed the Visage dies all the time if left alone.
Yeah.
So he died
Yeah.
3 times, like 0, 3, and 1. I mean, it looks respectable, honestly, at this point in terms of a kill score, but all 3 of those, I think, were in the laning stage.
Yeah, they were.
He just kept dying because they just kept getting on top of him and high damage early on from the gyrocopter. Very nice use of the gyro. Great pick. Good draft defense there to bring out a guy that we don't see too often in a game that was just perfect with the Lycan and the Visage.
And usually we're talking about Gabby's performance, I think, in games like these, but Raging Potato, again, continues to impress. This guy has
Absolutely destroyed this game.
He is a veteran. He's been around the SCA scene for a long while. I remember when I first got into casting, obviously he had different names, but he was playing a multitude of heroes, a multitude of different roles. Obviously, way back in the day, like I talked about during the cast, his Invoker was something to marvel at, and I think his Enchantress in this game was something similar on that level, which is pretty impressive for the games that I've seen with Bimbo on the Invoker. So, pretty.
I hope to see the Enchantress again.
Yeah, I think you will.
Series against Fnatic.
I think you probably will. I think that there was definite reason for them to pick up this hero once more, and I think that's going to be a thing in the future. But Trent, I gotta say, we got through it. It was a long day of casting. We had a little bit of a break there in between it. We obviously both got a little tired, but I mean, how do you feel, man? How do you feel after these games today?
I love C. More C Dota.
Dude,
Excited to come back tomorrow and do some more.
I actually love this region so much. And it's just kind of unfortunate that I never have the chance to cast it due to, I don't know, hours or a number of other things. But it is a lot of fun to watch. And we've seen it today. Even in 2-0s, a lot of fun to watch. But I won't keep you guys any longer. We'll have more information in terms of tomorrow and what's coming up here in just a moment. As far as I know, it should be starting a little bit later today, or excuse me, tomorrow. And I'll get you that in just a second. But again, it is going to be Mineski waiting on Fnatic versus Execration. So that will be our first series of the day. Of course, like I said, it is going to be Execration versus Fnatic, and Fnatic did 2-0 them pretty handedly.
But you can stick around here for later.
That's true.
Suns fan.
That's true. Suns fan is coming. I've had people ask me, when is Suns fan casting? And the answer to that question is very soon. In fact, the 26th of September, that's today. That will be at 18 CEST. The current time, let's see, what is it? What is the current time in CEST? I believe it's an hour. I'm pretty sure is when that is.
It's in 1 hour. That is correct.
Suns fan will be joining you in 1 hour, so we finished at the perfect time. As for
With Brax.
Yes, Braximus is going to be there as well. As for tomorrow's games, we'll get started bright and early at 1300 CEST. So a couple hours later, it looks like 5 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. Pacific, which will be
The dream.
3
a.m. my time.
3 a.m. Eastern.
No.
No.
7 a.m.
I'm
Eastern.
going the opposite direction.
Yes, wrong way, buddy.
Yeah, I'm getting tired, man.
All right, get us out of here.
All right, I'm going to get you
Come
guys
back
out of here.
tomorrow. Come
Come
watch
back
some
tomorrow.
Dota.
Come watch some Dota Pit. Tell your friends. We were having a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Follow us on Twitter at MottDota, at TrentPax. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Get the alpha, be the alpha.